Previously, sand.
Next time, sand.
See, here's the wild thing. I cannot believe it's only been like 5 or 6 chapters since Blood Contract was a plot point introduced. But here we are.
The plot has a pace in Radiant Dawn.
No, thank you for the resub. Oh, 20 months. 22. Anyway.
Prince Kurthnaga tells of the connection between Dayan and the Dragon Tribes. Ranulf reveals the identity of the Black Knight. These revelations send Ike's mind spinning in a whirlpool of confusion and doubt. Ike becomes convinced that the answers to all of his questions lie within the Tower of Guidance, and he is determined to reach the tower at any cost. His group arrives in the Duchy of Tanis, near the Imperial capital. Caught in a sudden downpour, they take shelter in the Duke's deserted villa.
Can't wait for even more Fog of War maps.
Can't believe we're back in the Duke's archives.
You hate to see it. Mance?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, a manse.
I
Is there a
guess so.
problem? It was a real word that Exalted used.
I know, but I hadn't heard the words until Exalted, mainly because I don't read the literature that would use it.
I see.
So I always assumed it was more of a, for lack of a better term, mystical word.
Not necessarily. In the same way that demean is, that's what a manse is before you actually build the house. Not actually a mystical word. It's from the same root that domain comes from, if I remember correctly. It's the version we don't use anymore.
Yeah, but except for Record Keeper.
Does Record Keeper also use demean?
So they have a series of dungeons that are each of the elemental orb farming things, the things that you use to make abilities.
I see.
And they started to run out of words, so one of them is literally Holy Demean.
Fair enough. Once upon a time, back when I was just out of undergrad, and Loon and friends were playing a very silly World of Darkness campaign where they had one of every splat. I remember the phrase, do you dare demean the demean of the domain of Des Moines being uttered in entire seriousness, if I remember correctly. And here's the context.
That's right, killed. Because we killed him.
Well, posthumous generally does suggest that, yes. He got. But somebody squatting. Well, there we have it. I did not figure they were going to use that term. So
Wait
I have
a
a
minute.
question. Before we move on.
Wait, hold up. Aren't they with a different crew? No. Wait.
No.
No, they're not. Yeah, okay.
You suspected that they'd be with Micaiah, but they're not.
Sorry.
So-
Again, this has all kind of been a blur.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you suppose that gargantuan urn-looking thing in the background is?
It's a big urn. It's
All
art.
right.
This is
I guess-
Oliver, so like he
I
just has
understand
tacky
that.
art
It's just-
everywhere.
That's fair. It's just, it seems very large. Although I guess the perspective suggests that it's in like an alcove off the ground and it may actually be
Yes.
smaller than it looks, so there's that.
Oh, I mean, it's still pretty big because there's this fucking statue on the side. It's
Yes.
a huge fucking urn. We're
Yeah.
not going to deny that.
That's the sort of urn that you keep, like, I don't know, fermentation products in to ferment, except is way too decorated for that. Oh man, newbie, back out one window for a second. To the main thing once you get back out there. That urn is still in the background.
By God. Y'all, we have the fastest prep of any session.
Yep, are you ready?
There's no conversations.
You can hit the support if you...
Also, look
think
at that
something-
painting. Yes.
Yes. It's the creation of man, except
Ooh.
instead of creating man, God is just chilling out really hard.
Nothing will
No.
ever pierce their defenses.
Holy balls, that's a support and a half. Are they both heaven? Or light, rather?
Yes.
Well, and Micaiah could definitely... Or Micaiah. Titania could definitely... Titania could
Tanya.
Good. Yes.
Here we are!
Yes, both fire. Let's go.
Final form. Yes! We take those. More attack for Heather.
Yes.
Mia hardly.
Good.
Question
Hey, you
mark?
take those extra 2 points of hit and evade.
Danved stands alone.
Not like he can't support with anybody. Just it's fine.
Everybody else is already occupied, and Danved stands alone.
Yeah, Danvid's a loner.
It's really a shame that he can't support with himself or with Danved, with
Devdan.
Devdan.
Honest to God, that would be the greatest goof in the game, is have Devdan, appear on the second to last.
Sorry, I forgot how fucking busted water and fire is.
Oh yeah.
Oh my lord, what the hell is this? That's some nonsense.
So I'm gonna guess 4 living grass.
Let's find out.
Damn, who'd have thought? Holy
Weird.
shit!
Super weird.
Chest keys, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You have no money.
Oh yeah, we kind of.
We had discussions about liquidation last time.
session. We made a outrageous spear for Fiona. We made her a buffed silver spear. So
Oh, you could forge silver finally?
yeah,
Yes.
so her low attack is no longer a problem.
Yeah, it's been remedied.
She better come with you to endgame.
Who?
Fiona.
I'm sure he...
Like the last map, she better be there.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right choice.
Anyway, here's Mist.
I like Mist. I saw Mist last time. Or because the last session was the third group and the first group again.
I know. I just, sometimes you gotta take a look at Mist.
She'll probably cap just about everything. I don't know about Soren though.
Nah, it's
He'll be
fine.
fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, Soren
There's Rex
is
He
fully
has Rex
capable.
Caliber.
Yeah. He compensates with a bigger gun.
You need a new.
We'll see these people in action as we go.
You steal this. Fine. Just kind of set up across the board. Never needs to be touched. Will destroy everything with an iron lance. Also is fine.
Will trigger Bane.
Needs to stop killing but can't.
Correct.
Is also fine. Is also fine. Yeah. You a big lance. And then, because these
And
two
then they're,
will
you know.
be there on the map.
They're online, regardless of how they feel about
Wait,
the matter.
no, I finally remembered.
What? Do you need to trade something to somebody so you can...
No, she needs an actual staff.
She's got one.
She has recover, and that's it.
She needs like a
It's
heal
physics.
staff. So that she can heal people without wasting a better staff.
And honestly, all she needs is a heal staff.
I was gonna say men, but you're probably right.
This is 20 more uses for 10 less healing per heal. She'll be fine. Boy, you need to use all of those items you've got up there at the top.
Yeah,
Eventually. Ah, finally. Sell.
that's right. It's the solution to all our money
Do
problems.
it.
straight into the garbage.
Yeah, nobody on this team needs BXP, and also we don't really have much. Yeah.
We've spent most of it, yeah.
You have enough that if people were like capped on a whole bunch of levels and close to a level, you could throw some experience their way. Like, say, no one on this team actually. I was about to say Mist, but she's almost capped on everything, not actually capped. Still stupid.
That strength growth slowed down a tiny bit, and I'm sad.
It's extremely whatever. She's going to cap her HP, skill, and speed soon enough, and then you can finish everything
We
else.
need to finish lances on you. Finish lances on you. You're good. You're good. You need to swing swords more. You need to swing swords more. Okay. Who over here? Oh no, we don't have a thing over here. Paragon? Yes. Because we took it off of
They
here.
don't need it.
We took it off of here and handed it to the other crew. Oh no, and the fuck. Well, it probably won't matter, but the other crew has all. They picked up like Dragonbane and what have you, but it's on somebody.
That's fine, right?
Anywho. Friends?
Do we have those? Oh, yeah, we do, actually. Hello.
Hey, we know these people.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay. They got their stats averaged up to your level.
They definitely did not. As I know how these games work. Three fucking chapters later. Parts. Sorry, that's what they're properly
three
called.
parts later. They appeared in part 1 and then vanished until literally endgame.
I forgot about these idiots.
I did
I'm
not.
sure you did.
One of these three idiots can take care of themselves. Guess which one it is?
Not Tormod.
Correct.
Is it Muarim?
Yes.
I love how you. Oh my lord. Tormod, why couldn't you be in this game in a real amount?
I'm sure they're fine.
I'm sure they're fine.
You can take a look at him right now. Look how great he is.
Hey, he comes with a meteor. Why do you have 13? You know what? Never mind.
At least
As stated, can take care of himself.
can take care of himself.
Why?
Problems.
Her problem is she can't do any
Hurt
damage.
anything. Exactly.
She
Yes,
doubles.
Vika.
But
Vika? Whatever.
Vika.
Vika's expression summarizes how she feels about this stat line.
Just, man, my character design is really good. It's a shame about everything else.
Shame about availability being no.
There are very few people in the game that have worse availability than these three. Except these three are just, they're so shafted because they're so far behind.
Yeah, like honestly, they would be better served by not appearing at all in part 1 because then they could have real stats now.
Can you go back to base and give them levels? I think you can, actually. I think you can go back to base because they're blue units. You can probably throw BXP at them.
Well, let's find out.
I'm not actually suggesting that you do this. Yeah, there they are. They're right at the
Oh,
top.
they're right here.
It is a thing you can do that I strongly suggest you just...
You sure can get Tormod to level 14.
I mean,
about Vika?
why? Higher than I expected, really.
Oh, it's gonna be awful on Morim. He's by far the highest. Like,
See, the scary thing is he's only 4 or 5 levels higher than she is.
yeah, what's up with that? Here,
Dude's
Vika,
just built different.
Temptation resisted. Wait, does that mean you can trade your items?
Sure.
I'm not suggesting you do it. I'm just saying, does that... Well, okay, she's already gotten it past.
They both also have concoctions. They're fine.
Once again, you're kind of approaching the point where you can start just using Nyla and not giving a fuck.
Oh, I know. She can get far enough ahead on her own. But, you know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know ghosts were involved in this game.
Dying. Hetzel's expression, I think, says it all about his feelings on the matter.
I appreciate that they're still throwing tier 2 classes at me.
These are the 2.5 guys, though.
Yeah, true.
That being the order shtick.
Well, we don't have any flyers except for our singers, so I don't care about crossbows.
He doesn't fly. He might... I don't know if he's even classed as a flyer. He might be, but I don't know.
I'll check.
I say this specifically because he very markedly doesn't fly. His wings got mad screwed up.
Door keys.
Door key. My favorite Limbo Chapter 4 recruit. We must crime him. Oliver, why are you so buff? Why does he have 22 strength?
That's not just fat.
It turns out he's just a fop underneath that.
He's a senator. Exactly.
Oh my lord.
Didn't just he played college ball, you know.
God damn it.
Yes, he's the jerk that they literally. I love that they fucking mention. Yeah, we killed that guy.
Why are you here?
Anyway. Oh, here I go.
Necessary? Question mark? No. Sufficient? Yes.
Oh, that is a sword master. I think
Also,
there's
he can just
a
wheel
sword
back
master.
if he doesn't kill them.
Well, I'm trying to get him a kill, but unfortunately, we're at the point in the game where you can't.
Mist with often. I hope.
Mist will double and annihilate somebody.
Boyd with a crossbow?
But let's try Mist. Ooh.
You were saying?
It's fine, she'll crit.
Well, okay, but... Nope. Not necessary, but we'll do it anyway.
It's his weakest bow.
Yeah, and we've got a spare. We're fine. Oh, right. XP multipliers.
His armament has no weak bows.
Good. Wow. An app. No. Oh, you know what? Fine. Far be it from me to dissuade you. That's some distance you got there. Fire. Right, we gave like a hand axe. Probably, it's fine.
But he's fighting axes. So he should use a sword.
Yes. There's one other stat we really cared for him to get, I think.
I like that this dude starts injured.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Tormod torched him. It's a heaven affinity map.
Yeah, wait,
Water?
Water. I'm doing math in my head real quick. That would have been 28 damage. Incorrect. There is no way that 2 hits of Tormod actually had done that much damage.
We don't ask questions, just blow him up already.
Hold that thought. Is there any way I could not give experience to Tormod?
There is, but why would you bother? We must have the largest Tormod.
That ship sailed.
We can't allow a Tormod gap. What are the odds of at least one Bane?
I got the idea here. Okay. Because she'll kill.
Yeah, probably. There we go.
So weird seeing these giant fucking...
Oh,
like,
what the actual... You know what? Never mind. She's missed a few.
her fucking giant Final Fantasy VII gauntlets.
Well. Writers. Yeah. Of all the ideas.
You love it when math works out perfectly.
Yes, indeed.
Ah, good. I stepped back just in time to see her gain defense.
It's not another point.
It sounded like you threw up a little in your mouth when you said that.
I was burping.
Would you have been madder about strength or defense? I just have to know.
It doesn't matter at this point.
Okay.
What if you doubled with Blizzard?
I mean, he could double. I don't think he's getting a penalty for using Blizzard.
What if he just picked somebody on the map and deleted them? Just somewhere over there.
Too?
Nah. That's a
If
thing.
it had more than 5 uses, sure, but you save those. They're good for murdering things when you absolutely need something 10 spaces away to die.
Crump. We have hammer. I believe you mean we stave those.
Hammering could be used for many other things, like her
It's
own
true, we
weapon.
could. Like which?
Her own weapon, which is already starting to lose some of its luster.
She'll be fine.
Oh.
Well, it's starting to lose some of its luster again.
And I'll be right back.
Nice.
Tormod gets no experience.
Tormod needs to book it. Well, he should be able to at least get away from those guys by hiding in the corner.
Yes. Right, he has Meteor.
So the first time I did this map, I tried my darndest to get the Raven there a couple levels. It was not worth it.
Somebody in chat said if you BXP her up, she is usable.
Oh, absolutely, she is. I just had used all my BXP earlier on the Dawn Brigade, so I was tapped.
Yeah. As I'm
She's
not.
actually a very good unit.
Oh yeah, I believe it. She's extremely one of those units that suffers for her availability and not much else.
And she's in the same boat that Tormod is. They're both just... They're perfectly serviceable. It's just, man, they have no time to really work at
I'm
stuff.
gonna send some of this crew, I think, up the wall and start working this way. Ike might just clear this whole right side of the field.
Probably. Oh, you have a dancer.
Let's get some
He
dancing
sings for
experience.
4 people. Because remember, he sings for everyone around him.
I will remember that.
Yeah. He's the best of them unpromoted. Debatably. Untransformed, not unpromoted. I'd actually prefer to have the sister most of the time. So one thing that Vika does have a problem with is you can BXP her up all you want, but she needs to work on her strike. Oh, well, I'll hold on a second.
Are you telling me that the enemy boss with nothing but a heal staff leaves?
Crazy. There's a car alarm going on outside, so I can't talk too much.
Alternatively, our new third commentator, car alarm.
I mean, if you want to hear it, sure.
I honestly barely hear it, so don't worry about it. Like, I think I heard it when you stopped talking in the split second before your voice activation shut off.
Oh no, I'm not using voice activation. I just have a thing I religiously click on and off right before and right after I talk. Okay.
He just doesn't get defense.
Which is crazy because he actually has a good defense growth. It's his speed that he keeps getting that I hate you for.
Bang, 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 damn. Whatever, she'll kill next turn.
Or Vika can, or Mia can, or Tormod can.
I get the feeling that they're going to go somewhere very different. Into the corner.
Well, I keep them with the group. You know how the enemies teleport in all the time.
Yeah, good point. I just realized that I've paired almost every ground unit with a horse unit, so I can't actually keep any of these fucking partners with their support partners.
Yep.
Whatever. Gatry's here. Hello, sir.
Those two are in danger? They're really not. Tormod is, but Marm's fine. They can't double him. He is just fast enough that he doesn't care.
Hey, actually.
There you go. If you miss, I will laugh pretty hard.
It doesn't matter, he doesn't have a sword anymore.
Sure.
Tank is here. It's a Boyd up there too. It'll be Icon the Horseman on the bottom rung.
Who's taking care of that axe user?
This one? Nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody
that
can
guy.
get to him.
Soren can.
Well, fuck. You're right. Oh, Thunder. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, he's SS.
Of course he's SS. That's why you can use the Excalibur tome.
It's alright, I guess.
Oh boy.
I think that's the first time we've seen a sorcerer in normal ass crit.
Yeah, the tier 3 normal critical hit animation.
Yeah. Sorry. Arc Sage.
Go get him, Mia.
There we go.
Yeah?
Yeah. What?
Extremely whatever.
Impossible. It's not like she'll immediately heal on the following turn because I'm a very smart strategist.
Why is she going to heal on the following turn?
There's no other things to open on this map, right? It's just this door?
You have a whisper.
I know.
There are things up in the top right corner, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, so if you send it to other people, yeah, there are doors right there.
Yeah, we'll just take some turns at the end of the map. Why is she gonna heal? Because she has immune.
Yeah, I know.
And 13 magic. Because why does she have 13 magic?
Can anyone else stab that guy?
Heather can.
Well, let me rephrase that. Can your singer get up to her after she stabs him so she can yeah, okay, cool. God, she's gonna gain another level from this.
Maybe?
45 experience, she should. Oh, wow. I am the wrong boy. I am the one who wrongs. Did I just bend time and space to make that happen? Yes, I did.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine.
2 killer lances.
No, that can only happen once.
I know.
Still scared the shit out of me. Go fight this!
That is one of my favorite clips, actually. It's just your immediate reaction. Oh, no!
1 HP. Now, Aether is still 2 hits, right? Because it's Soul then Luna.
only that guy was out of the way.
Only Danvid.
I mean, yeah, Danvid, probably. Or Oscar, or any... There's a lot of options. Yeah, Oscar can't kill.
Yeah.
Wait, if he can. Yes, he can. Attack from the other side.
Oh, good point.
Nope, he's still space away. Damn. Oh, right, you have bows.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, you got plenty of other people that can finish him off.
Also, this doesn't work because I think their thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 360 no scope.
I was expecting him to twirl the bow.
Me too, actually. Hey, hey!
The two things he needed.
Sir.
Why can't she get there? Oh, right. -2 moving inside.
Why did... What?
Yes?
Why did that not go into an anime? Wait, no. Yeah, why didn't that go into a battle animation?
Did that guy have a weapon broken?
No. Also, strength luck, yeah, sure. Does anybody even need to be healed? I guess me. No, Mia's gonna regen.
Oh, it might have been because you were attacking around a corner, and the game just can't animate that.
Sure. Oh, there was a conversation to be had. No stealing experience.
I believe Tormod and Marum can talk to Ike.
Sure. If they
Well,
can
you can. There's a menu you can look at that shows you what they can, who they can talk to. What am I talking about?
Next turn.
Good luck.
In hindsight, I think one of those is a fire mage.
My point stands. No, I think that's a Thunder Boy. It's hard to tell.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
this is a better.
just mean.
This is a better choice because Ike counters.
Yeah, that's sort of his special.
Gatry does his work. Gatry will probably never kill anyone. Yeah, but we'll just get levels off of attacking literally every person in the fight.
He still gets 20 experience for each hit.
That was 40.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, extremely whatever.
If he gets hit, it's gonna hurt.
But then he'll just use solar to heal, or flare to heal it all back. God damn
No,
it.
but he did get hit.
He can pull out a healing staff for a few turns. Just dead. I'm not even going to bother looking at this fight. The guy's dead.
I kind of wanted Ike to get hit.
1 damage. Ha!
Ike has not been showing up today. He has gotten a lot of strength, but...
His previous level was really good, so... whatever. And you know what? He needs luck.
Bang, 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 damn.
See, if it'd been the other way
What?
around.
That was Ike's level. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, she stole his level. It's appropriate.
Just
Can we just go look at her, please? Just...
She's good at Heather. How far away she is from her caps is outstanding. Also, I can never get over with that headband how much she looks like a off-brand Naruto character.
She extremely does.
With the high collar and the headband. Alright, so...
Alright, Mia. Take us home.
No, so here's the plan. She's gonna kill this guy. Mia's gonna run and kill the other guy, and then I can dance Heather into the room to open up chests.
Fair. I was thinking Mia kills, she opens the chest, because that guy will just rush her. And then you could move the dancing boy more to the right. But there's a lot of enemies over there, so that's not a good idea. Damn.
Doesn't even need to be in range of a partner.
I mean, it's Mia.
You did it.
Just swing normally, except fancier. Yes.
Whatever.
Is that capped HP?
Probably.
It might be. You know what? You could probably use this. Yeah, you can have those two speed up a little bit by her using the chest key and Heather using regular lockpicking.
Alas, we couldn't get them in position to hit them both.
Okay, I was saying that is capped HP.
Well,
I mean,
there
you
we
can
have it.
check on the menu thing.
Oh, right, we can, which we wanted to look at
Yes.
anyway. Yep, that's capped
Yes.
for her. Shinin is also
And
capped,
Shinin.
but, you know.
But he's only tier 2.
Somehow, Danvid having capped luck just feels correct.
Yes.
It's
very.
hysterical, what it is.
Oh my lord, missed. What? Like, why do you have 200 to hit?
His sword's real good.
Fair enough. Here we go.
Money!
Yeah.
Money!
Money. In other games, it might have been relevant. Here, money.
It does have a use, it's just extremely narrow.
Yeah, it's an extremely poor.
Hey, come fight this. Come fight this.
I mean, I like his odds better when he's at the top of the stairs.
Oh, weapon damage from Arcwind. God, you're so fucking tanky against mages for a melee unit.
That's Oscar's deal. He's nice and balanced.
Which, you know, you can appreciate.
Yeah?
Having someone you can just hurl into any non-rough terrain situation is pretty handy.
Look back at this group of 5 and just go, nah.
Gatry's got distracting to do.
He might be able to kill this guy if he used like a... Yeah?
Real weapon. Yeah, there we have it. His ultimate weapon, Steel Great Lance.
His ultimate weapon, a real ass weapon.
Yup.
Oh,
Clever
jeez, I just
girl.
realized he only has a 74% chance to hit.
Correct.
That's extremely whatever. Because you still have people that can pick off that guy right there.
Multiple of them.
Like Vika.
Correct. Do it.
No,
I mean,
Make it
Form
happen.
isn't getting the experience.
no. I refuse. How many 99s are we going to see on this map?
All of them.
Too many.
All 99s. It's 99s all the way down, baby.
What's Rolf's range? Whatever
Yes.
you need.
Yeah, he's got it.
Dang, I have to use one of my
You gotta break it. The
100
bigger
uses
gun.
of
Slightly better
silencer.
bow.
Alright, so he's gonna get punched by the swordsman, but then the other two will probably eat the many mages.
I have to say I am a little sad that Silencer doesn't just give him the skill Silencer. Big fan of weapons that give skills when equipped.
Does not deal enough damage to hurt him. Or kill him, rather.
You know, the other one.
I think he's the only guy that can get range.
Well, this is gonna get real interesting if you're wrong.
He's got enough dodge, I'm not worried.
He's got enough defense, I'm not super worried. Again,
Also, that swordsman's going to go for Rolf anyway.
yeah, he took 22 damage from a knight.
Using a steel great axe or whatever it's called.
Poleaxe.
Poleaxe.
He might get attacked by a mage. Or this bowman, which I don't think they will, because they'll go for things that won't counter.
Exactly. They'll only go for him if they have the opportunity to kill. Can she just... I was about to say, can she just one-shot with the steel poleaxe? But I think she'd be just a little...
Also,
bit.
Gatcher is there and he has taunt,
Exactly.
which is the complication to every one of these situations.
We have
But
no
it's
idea
not
how
always
much
work.
weighting Taunt gets.
It usually has a pretty big effect to it, but I think enemies usually will prioritize an attack against something that can't fight back.
I could have healed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were we saving that healing experience for someone else?
Reese can do it.
Oh, here comes Reese.
Hang on.
Well, I mean, Reese has to keep his buddy with him then.
Careful about getting in range of the sword. Yeah, right there should be fine.
I mean, the Swordmaster is like, yeah. Whoops it of.
Swoosh.
According to chat, Taunt alters the unit's level in the aggro calculation.
I mean, alright.
But we're not
You
clear
think
on how that level count works.
You know what?
Oh,
I
hey,
get it.
hi. Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it.
23 is a lot of damage.
Zero's
Especially for-
not a lot of hit.
Yes, that is correct.
More hit than I expected. Not as much damage as I was banking on, though.
There we go. This one's probably going to actually go for Boyd, because I don't think he can get a shot on Gatcher. Because I don't think he can run past that mage. Yep.
This Boyd,
call.
yeah, he's wielding a steel or axe and not a hand axe. That's fine.
Level.
Oh, done.
By God.
Yes.
Defense.
I mean, if he keeps getting those levels, what can you do?
Take him down. Give him
Oh, no.
Hi. Bye. Wow. All right.
That ledge advantage is a hell of a boost.
Okay, so Mia opens up that, and we have Heather move out because Heather needs to go open the other door.
All right.
Well, now I can use Blizzard.
But you could save it. Your Mega Elixir.
I only have 64 of them. Look, those 50-50s are really hard to dodge.
It's true. You flub them about half the time, as it turns out. Wow.
Oh no, he's taken 2 hits and he's still above half health.
The same level, but also...
No, the last
level.
time was strength defense.
Was it?
Yes.
That's a better level.
It depends.
There are some units that he's not outspeeding right now, so he needs that speed.
Yeah. When I say it depends, I mean on which unit gets it.
Sir.
Up we go.
All the guys over there are dead.
Mm-hmm. It's alright, he needs experience. Or something.
Does he?
He does.
He did. He started this map at like level 4.
I have no idea what he's at now, but more than that.
8?
7. He's
Yeah,
got 3 levels.
almost 8.
He's not killing enough.
He needs his backup of Danbit. It's weird how slow Tormod is. What's up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. He's not promoted, so he has less move. Yes, yes, that makes sense. Nothing else would change the amount of move that Tormod has.
Nothing.
How many attacks do you think Gatry can take?
All of them?
All of them?
All of them.
All of them. Come fight
Break
us.
yourselves. Why did he have an... Oh, because he has a ranged weapon. That's why.
Based on Rolf's growth, it's kind of hard for Rolf not to show up.
Yeah. He has a 70 strength growth. That's enough
The
to
only thing that
forgive
can really
him.
happen to him is his speed can actually be kind of lackluster.
But, as I say, 70 is enough to forgive a lot of sins.
'70 is Kashin. 70 is better than Kashin, but I think Kashin was only 60.
Rolf's strength is very high, very good.
Oh, excuse me, 75. My bad.
Yeah, he has the highest strength growth in the game.
Yeah.
I think.
I believe so, yeah. There's one character that's like 5% lower than him.
Did Shinnon show up? We're not using him.
Who?
Shinnon comes pre-showed up is the thing.
Yes, he is very, very good. He's benched because he's an asshole.
Yeah, but by that logic, we'd have to bench you.
What?
What?
Nah, you're not that much of an asshole. You're not Shinnon.
Gatry will be fine.
What?
Hey, there's that
Yeah,
defense growth.
He's just alternating these levels. One good, one bad, one good, one bad.
That means he gets many average levels.
I mean, they hit.
Sure did. How about you? You think you'll do any better?
Does Miss have restore?
No.
Yes. I'm fairly sure she has restore. I think I took the unlock staff off.
Well, it's going to take a while for them to get over there, but they can't hurt him, so who cares?
Even asleep, Gatry does his job.
He's going to level up while he's asleep.
I told you can take all the attacks.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
You moved a bit too fast for them.
I don't know, we're good. They planned this.
The counter ambush.
I mean, in fairness, that would actually be a very cunning thing to do. Is just teleport you in like literally 1 space behind you. The game doesn't, because that would be very rude, and there's no real way to predict it. But you know, from an abstract perspective, that'd be the smart thing. Well, goodbye. I charged my super.
He would have gotten luck, though.
The portrait of him with the thumbs up is really good for those 1 stat level ups. Yeah. I fixed my resistance. What is with these 2 very good stat level ups?
Law of averages.
Right, oh.
What? Oh, he's got a siege tome. That's why I'm like, what door would he be breaking here? It's over there somewhere.
Yeah.
That actually-
I'm not moving
Although-
Reese that close.
I'm
What,
sure.
you're not moving Squishy McSquisherton closer to the fight? How dare you?
I'm sure he'll be fine.
With his 7 defense? Nah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
How many people would have to push your bard to have him sing for...
Missed?
Can Mia push him, or is she too far away?
We can find out. Too far.
But she can. The bard can sing for Mia.
No.
Do it.
The bard's too far away from... You keep singing over here. You need the bard to be over where they can sing for more people.
Where's
Yeah, he
that?
has the forcing on default anyway.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, you know what? No, just carry on.
They're gay.
Just 2 girls, 2 gal pals, hanging out.
Anytime anybody says just to anything, my brain fills in brothers now, so, you know, there we have it. Regardless of the appropriateness of this.
You know who needs to stop killing?
Nobody?
Are you going to tell him to stop?
No.
Unnecessary.
I have 50 uses. Every time I go, well, theoretically I should be using roll slow. You have 50 uses. I have 100 uses. I can use nothing but silencer on roll for the rest of the game and I won't run out.
Good, do it. Make it happen.
Maybe.
Maybe. By the way, as an aside for people that got here a little bit later, and maybe missed yesterday's stream, there is a channel point incentive. If you are a fan of Emblem, which you're here, so maybe you are. That'd be weird.
The odds are good.
But yeah. If you enjoy, to my understanding, the most popular Emblem, Fire Emblem 7, and its hard mode, donate points to see me play it blind. Probably not Hector mode period blind, because I will need to beat Hector mode in order to unlock Hector hard. But the hard mode will be blind.
Yeah, you need to do some off-screen playing of Hector mode to understand why you have to use certain units for arbitrary reasons. And you'll get to see all sorts of new people as well. Ticket-a-tap-a-ticket-a-tap-a-type.
Yep.
Sorry, just a reaction of, I want to be there to heal you in case you get injured. Alright, how much can you pay me? What? Y'all dying.
Only one more use to go.
I love it.
This is a lot more dangerous on normal mode.
As one
Story
would
of the
expect.
second half of this game.
There it is.
It was almost bad.
I've been hoping that these guys would crit when they have the chance to deal 0 damage just for the laughs.
Actually, being asleep doesn't reduce evade to 0, but it reduces to practically 0, because I think when the knight attacked Gatry, or one of the knights attacked Gatry, it had a capability of, it only had a 97% chance to hit.
Like I said, good level, bad level.
Daunt may affect it. Right.
Daunt's only 5.
Yes. Wait. Okay, I do have a resource, Dave.
Yeah, you made sure of that, I believe.
Don't move him. because she might be able to catch the trap off.
I'm just trying to see moving units around right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Move you to here.
Mara might be able to push her. No, wait, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Okay. So he can get there, and she can fix Gatry.
Yeah, it'd be too hard to do some sort of a trade juggling to try to do them both on this turn.
If they were standing next to each other, maybe. Because then I could
Bit
just...
too awkward.
What?
It's just a bit too awkward right
No.
now.
If they were standing next to each other, it'd be simple. Because at that point, we would just have the wolf...
Yeah.
No, it's still a bit awkward. No.
If Gatry had been
Yeah,
one space back,
we
yeah.
would have just pushed Soren to the left, have Miss move here, do that, have Soren trade the staff over, and then heal the other one. If they were standing next to each other, but they're not.
Yeah, big F. Okay. Can, yeah. He's not dead. You just put him to sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
%75% strength growth. It's so mean.
Now she can go open the door. fine. Correct. I wish we could see what the hit chances on those sleeps were.
Yeah, I'd figure on a couple of them they're fairly high since all three of them don't have the most resistance.
Are you sure about that?
Really? You went for Ike? Or is it? Ike has less resistance than Heather does. I mean, if he kills, he gets another level, so why not? Oh boy. No. If you're in the back part, you can have someone take trade the staff from her standing next to Soren, and Soren can trade from her and restore the other person.
Yeah, Reese can trade chain.
Or Mia,
Better
or
idea.
Shannon. Yeah, you can also shove.
Up the stairs, then.
That's good enough.
Oh no, I might do something with these characters.
Why would you? That's right, I brought along 5 people that are just dead weight. Nah, they're not actual dead weight, but still. Wom.
Soren, you need to stop killing.
Soren will never stop killing.
Look at that magic stat.
Still not capped.
I think his cap is 40.
Good.
And corrosion.
Just add insult to injury.
Look, I did it.
You did it.
You did it. Oh boy.
And come and get some. Meanwhile, just pick your.
Actually,
That's a 34% hit rate.
I like the silencer idea.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why. .49% hit rate if I'm on the ground. Silver poleaxe, hello.
You just delete that guy.
I mean, there's plenty of people you can delete.
But not all of them have silver poleaxes. Just the heavy weapon trio of knights.
Oh, you can hit him 3 times.
Deep Rock Adept. Sure did. Alright, sure.
Alright.
Alright.
Hold up. I'm choosing whether to make an executive decision here.
Being...
I've been dropping frames intermittently for a while now.
Uh-huh.
And there was a big moment right there. I'm going to give it one more time of a big moment like that happening.
And you might drop side.
I might drop side stream.
That's fine.
So it goes.
Which, yes, the command was hit in chat. I frequently have intermittent IP issues, especially when just the weather is less than pleasant, which it has been for the last couple of days. You know, in case they want to spring a duel on me at any point in this game out of nowhere.
Hello, Cat Speed.
Not saying I know that for sure is happening, just I recognize patterns.
You've read the room.
Your common sense is tingling.
Money.
You can use that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Money. Yeah, alright.
I think they're all dead.
Well, they keep going for her.
They can't get to him.
Void,
Nice.
please.
Oh, he's taking after Ike.
What, with the alternating?
Yes.
Hey, Danvid.
Are those guys all ranged or no? Nah, that's a bummer.
I'll engage this man in noble combat. That'll be enough. I really want her to get, like, anything else, so I can send the door frag, or the statue fragment.
Crunch.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Maybe it just doesn't look right when he's using that toothpick of a lance.
Every knight will only use the tiniest weapons.
That's value, baby.
What else is value?
Yes.
Damn.
Stupid question. When was the last time you made a save state?
It's a bit of it. Not the worst idea. Not the worst idea.
How's she looking cap-wise after you make the save state?
I have not made any save states this entire map.
Ooh. Yeah, okay.
Stat caps. What for? And here's the team that is just not going to move anymore because I'm done. Oscar, how do you feel about large men? Surely those men don't move. Oscar, though, who is consistently getting solid level ups this map. No, Mia, watch out.
Oh man, if she gets hit, she'll just feel all of it.
It's fine.
It's still funny. I don't think that guy landed.
I don't think this is fair.
Looking at the hit rates, yes, I agree.
Yeah, alright.
I think she just capped, or she's almost capped strength.
Remember, Dom, capping strength and defense first.
And HP.
And HP. That's a Myrmidon. Right there.
Mia, why yes, she is better than you. Can I recommend something here?
Hmm.
Keep your Heron actually closer towards the boss areas. He has a conversation over there.
Okay. Sure. I'm Ledge Boss. Yeah. One stat,
God damn
all you
it!
need. Who needs more stats when you crit as much as I do?
Shit. Alright, now Soren, remember, don't kill them, just heavily wound them.
What? Kill? Got it.
Yeah, okay.
Almost. No penalty.
One strength away from no speed penalty with a blizzard. Light magic and its absurdly high hit rate.
Hey, 61. Pretty good for this team. Against this team, I should say.
I recommend you leave a couple of those priests alive, just in case something happens. And you need to steal stuff from them, like that physics stave.
I can't steal that save.
Oh, damn.
I can steal unlock staff, I guess.
There you go. Unless you can force them to unlock something. God, Mist and Boyd are just too good.
Bosses, though. They don't have an animation for generals going flying.
Too much weight. Boyd, please.
A shame that you have nothing to steal, therefore making your life forfeit. Who was it that did, like, appreciable damage with a stave?
I think either
Valencia.
Soren or Lincia probably, yeah. One of them had a hit chance in there. Alright, Soren, go heal somebody.
Oh. Hey, Rakus. Thank you for the raid. Didn't show up because I have like a 10-person minimum to stop like people from spamming, but hey. Welcome. To Fremel. Whoop. So we slowly mend our way to the end of this map. First map only took 2 hours? Well,
2-ish. So who's left on the enemy team in the bottom right? Is it just that sword dude?
yeah.
And he can't reach anybody, so.
No. Dog hasn't moved. Wolf.
Alright.
Oh, hello.
Behold! All
No,
over
no,
his
no, 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 no. We can't say anything over this.
I see.
The 3 question marks somehow just completely destroyed me.
Nice.
Also, and now we have a free nasty man?
Yeah.
Have him talk with Ike.
I mean, yes, of course.
Who needs stats when you just impale every time?
Who needs stats when you charged your super?
In hindsight, also, I forgot piece 2. Or Tormund.
Oh, you didn't actually get their talk?
I had forgotten. Ah, I'm here to help you. Now, get over there.
Did we check his stat? Yeah, we've... Oh, yeah, that's right, they can talk.
I
Because they are married. They're married.
Friend.
Friendo.
Friend.
God.
One more. More.
Vroom.
Actually, thank you, chat. You reminded me of something. Hey, newbie, you know what we have to do now?
What?
Stat growths.
Mm-hmm.
You did just
Yeah.
get Oliver.
Hold up a second. I'm gonna murder a priest. I don't think you have anything to steal, right? No. We're just gonna get that unlock staff and call it a day for stealing stuff.
I don't even think you need the unlock staff.
But you can, and that's the important part.
But the BXP...
oh wait, I would have to trade items away. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Just make sure you get the 2 chests on the right before you kill this guy, the other guy. And the conversations and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah?
We know it's a route chapter. There's still a dude up here.
But first... fucking slightly older Mario over here.
Can you just make your
Could
color
you
red
unrecruit
again?
Oh my lord.
I mean, he does have growths. They do exist.
That was probably the item that Heather was going to pick up that would actually force me to send something back to the convoy. God damn it. The stone fragment is what I want to send back.
Statue fragment?
Yes. Okay, it's all good. There. Now on the next map,
Yeah, they can sell that for money.
the other crew can sell that for money.
Fine. I mean, you're not wrong.
Holy balls!
Like, show
Because you are tiny.
Game, could you go back to not being garbage? You're really fun when you're doing that. Ike, you've destroyed him already.
Yeah, it's a whatever conversation. Who cares? You ready?
Yeah.
HP, 65% growth. Strength, 55% growth.
Keep going.
Magic, 35%. Skill, 35%. Speed, 45%. Luck, 30%. Defense, 30%. Resistance, 20%.
Could have gone pro if he had. Why is your strength so high?
Just give him a staff. He'll get some work
It's
done.
him. He's the one to give people a stick.
Give him the stick. Finally, I can shift.
Woot.
I mean, it does nothing, really. Is that everything? You got the other things? There's no hidden items on this map you have to worry about. Everyone's dead, except for that dude. Alright, who gets a level off of killing him?
I want you to know that my internet was dropping frames like almost the entire map and literally just stopped like when we're about to finish the map.
Newbie, I have a question. If you're willing to throw down a save state and do an experiment.
Sure.
Can you have Oliver equip the silent staff and then go stand next to that priest?
The priest can't attack him.
Yeah.
Yes!
The priest only has staves. Otherwise, yes, I would have been all for that, but sadly, no.
Damn, well, alright. I wanted to see him give something.
Whoa. You cannot attack with Gatry. Look at his level and experience.
We gotta break that curse. Can't end a map like that. That's how your game. That's how your game gets haunted. That's how a creepypasta happens.
Have you had any problems with creepy things in the past 24 hours, maybe?
I feel like the next 24 hours might be the important one. Yes. It's Gatry.
I think that's cap defense.
No.
His defense goes up to 40?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus.
General.
Oh, for fuck's. Oh, hi, Hetzel. Did he just peace out during the map?
Yeah, on like the first turn.
Yeah.
All he had was a heal staff. Of course he was gonna peace out.
Excuse me?
There is evidence of like writing here, even in the final chapter, of like, all right, tell me more about Hetzel. I'm kind of interested in Hetzel now.
Hetzel, a man who seems to have been regretting his decisions since about, checks watch,
10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
When was the forest burned down? Take that. The right about there.
20 years
Yeah.
ago.
What was that?
It's about 20 years, I think.
Yeah, that's the face of a man who's been regretting his decisions for about 20 years. I could believe it.
Because 20 years ago, a little bit more than 20 years ago, is when one of the Aaron's met Ike's mom, I think.
Yes. One of the princesses met Ike's mom and then passed the medallion on.
So we have gotten no characters the entirety of Chapter 4, and then, like, outside of, start of a map with a crew. And then finally here, we get 4 fucking characters. 3 of which are useless.
And one of whom is Oliver.
Can't believe fucking Oliver. Oliver Playable's in there as a joke, I am convinced.
I'm convinced you're right, yes, but it's a genuinely funny joke to me because I'm like that.
Yeah, Marm actually isn't that bad. Also, Tormod, if you level him up, if you have the opportunity to level him up, he caps a lot of stats.
His growths are good, it's just you get him at the end of the game.
The only problem is the one stat he's not good at is magic.
This is why I claim that mages should have been able to pick daggers if you wanted to act like a dumbass.
Well, I mean, he has a much higher strength growth than magic growth, so yes.
Alternatively, you can wield the stave.
Give him the stick.
You should be able to have the option to attack with the stick. Cowards, all of them. Alright, so that throws one of my theories out the window.
Which was?
I explained it last time, but so I'm pretty sure there's a pact between the Ravens and Benyon, and I thought Benyon might have done something to fuck with that caused the previous apostle to die. But I suppose not. Maybe the answer is somewhere in the middle.
I was going to make a very different joke, but go for that one.
I can't believe I said that line, and they're like, we need a balance between order and chaos. Thank you, game, for doing the punchline for me.
I love that Ike's response is above my pay grade.
All right.
Tibarn's group passes quickly through Salmo, drawing steadily closer to the Imperial capital. The hardships of the journey lead the group to overcome their racial differences and form bonds of friendship and trust. However, Almeida, the Queen Mother of Dayan, remains alone and aloof, lost in thoughts of her own.
I love that there's so little like going on between these maps that like even the recaps are like, fuck man, I got nothing.
They're having a bunch of racial differences. You look at the group and go, no, they're not.
Something about the line "We Lagoos use scent mostly" again strikes me as very funny. Neolucci, what are you doing here? No, wait, no.
That's not Neolucci. That's this guy.
You clown. Where the fuck have you been?
I'm the trash man.
He is not, and you know it.
Okay, so there's a difference between being a garbage man and being the trash man.
Alright, do explain this, then. I wish you to elaborate.
I mean, I just think Bastion's a magnificent bastard.
That's it. That's a trash man. It's a magnificent bastard. I'm the trash man.
What is with that delivery?
It's
Don't worry about
He's
it.
finally here
It's from Always
performing
Sunny.
for you.
I see.
It's I want to say Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito?
Yeah. It's what I do. I throw garbage. I'm the trash man.
And suddenly Loon's comments about the urban mech make a lot more sense.
Do not disparage the noble urban mech.
It's the trash bot. I mean, in fairness, the urban mech is the Battletech equivalent of the ball if the ball weren't awful.
Oh no, it's still pretty bad.
You can mount an AC-20 on it.
That does not make it great.
Oh, yes, it does. Just everybody gets in on destroying. And he just does not care.
By the way, Joffrey is also here.
Wait a minute.
Is there something, newbie? Hi.
Hey Volk.
You took your sweet ass time showing up. I love that they've kept the stupid fucking fireman gag.
Now, remember, Volk's only support partner in the previous game was Bastion.
Bastion, yes.
It makes sense that these two idiots are hanging out.
Mhm.
Alright, how much gold do I need to recruit Volk?
I think if you sell the statue fragment, you should be fine.
But, like, so I can buy other stuff and still have the amount.
I think you only need like 2,000 or 3,000.
3,000 says chat. 3,000 or 0, apparently. Explain 0.
It might be depending on who you ask him with.
It's Edward in heavy disguise.
If you bring Bastion on the next map, you can recruit him for free. Some people are saying Bastion also needs to pay. Maybe it's if you got him and Bastion support up to A in the previous game, you can get him for 0. Because I could see them doing something like that.
I could see that too. I'm pretty sure it's you have to pay 3,000 though. You know what? I will go look at game facts or
I mean,
other
it'll
fun
help us,
things.
but,
Birds.
you should follow those birds. Hello?
So what's the problem here, newbie?
What do you mean?
What about this picture doesn't make sense?
Everyone else got turned to stone. How is this small girl still,
Just
human?
fine.
Quite strong indeed, Arisen.
I think this happened one time in a Saga game.
So if Kalila's not there, I think Ranulf comes up and leads her away so that she says something like Catman, just like jumps on his tummy or something.
And Ranulf rolls with it because, meh.
He does.
Also,
He does what he does.
Also, she is the daughter of Khalil
A great sage.
and Largo. Wait, isn't she adopted?
Yes.
Correct.
Still, quite powerful indeed.
Birds.
Burn!
You should follow those birds. Story sign. Got it.
Ooh.
Why am I getting yelled at? So I have used this line so many times when I have started goofing off with my brother. I'm just, hey, stop it! Why are you yelling at me? He was goofing off too.
What do you mean,
So what you're saying
Aaron?
is you feel a deep kinship with this scene.
Considering that we're almost 5 years apart as well, yes.
Jesus Christ, what?
My
No,
brother's
this is
6
very
years
similar
old.
to how my middle brother's 6 years older than I. My eldest is 9. So yeah, I get this a lot. My mother was very happy to see all three of us in one room a couple months ago, and she lasted 15 minutes before she had to walk away because she didn't want to be around us anymore.
I'm done with this. How long until Rayson walks away massaging his... Yes! Carry on!
No, the Goose Stone?
Lagoose Band? You're hired, Rayson. Rochambeau you for it. Rayson decided to cut this particular stupid-ass Gordian knot. Bye.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Give it to DeBarn.
What?
He doesn't have the skill slots for
I
it.
know.
His skill list is absolutely full.
Alright.
Let's see what that does.
Let's see what we've won.
Hey.
But first...
I mean, I was going to say DeBarn and Rayson should support, but that's fair.
Well, better than nothing.
I guess so.
You know, actually...
Let's be honest, these two are best buds. Oh, that hit chance that he doesn't need.
That hit chance that neither of these idiots need. Rip.
It's whatever.
Come on.
Nope, never.
Wow.
Weird.
Weird.
Joffrey is also here.
Extremely
Oh, hey! There we go. We finally found it.
great.
Well, it appears that we have acquired a new character.
Indeed you have.
Here comes a new challenger. Damn.
Do you need a sage? Because he's pretty good. So Bastion here has an HP growth of 25%, strength 20%, magic 30%, skill 70%, speed 40, luck 40, defense 25, resistance 50.
His speed is a little low.
His speed being low is really his only downside. Everything else, he's like... Most of his stats, he's only like 4 or 5 points away from capping.
Bastion.
Oh,
is
hello.
an
Free corrosion.
Yes. Joffrey is also here.
Yeah, but we've seen him before and rated his skill list and unrated his skill list. And
I'm just saying he's also here.
yes.
Could give him Shriek.
No, we couldn't.
Well, you could. You just have to take something off. You could take off Savior.
He doesn't
Sorry.
need that have eyes. Or Pavis, or however you pronounce it. I've never actually seen it used out loud. Or,
Damn.
You're doing that mumbling thing again. I can't understand what you're saying. Ooh, big 20.
can we get a description?
There we go.
Huh.
Oh,
Seems alright.
That is not the worst thing.
Get in.
the number of times that the last map that we used, Janif, you got hit with magic. Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, do both Ulki and Janeth have their Satori-san thing now?
Not yet. We were trying to get Janif up, but we could just BXP him up at
Yeah,
this
we've
point.
given the 15 BXP.
Previous map with this crew was us
Okay.
BXPing like Tornado and Lucia up. Which, speaking of which, BXPing up.
Hey, Jeff.
Might as
Get
well.
promoted.
He might not see action on the map, but he deserves it. Kind of.
Everybody promotes.
Everyone promotes.
Everyone.
Everyone?
Everyone.
If I didn't have to explain to my dad why I'd bellowed everyone until I'm like at top volume, I would be doing my Gary Oldman joke right now.
I mean, sure.
It seems that when we go into the game engine here, weirdly enough, is what is causing frames to drop. Maybe
weird.
just sending more data. Who knows?
He's nice and
Well.
balanced, I'll give him that.
He's big Oscar, apparently. No.
Nope.
Very no. Still probably not.
Is that Khalil level 10? Oh, she had Paragon. She has Paragon.
Can we
on.
take the Paragon off her now? I think.
But why though?
I think somebody else might be able to use it.
Yeah.
What if Jeff?
But Blossom.
Can we take the foul aura off her?
Yeah, at this point, I might just take that off and give her Paragon for a map.
Khalil's gotten her use out of it and then some.
Sorry, let's try that again.
But what if we gave
That water went down the wrong
Khalil
hole.
Blossom?
I was actually going to say if you're going to give anyone Blossom, you give it to the Queen.
She must kill more. Does she? She doesn't have the space for it without removing.
I mean, she doesn't need Paragon anymore. She's already level 10. You can get her level 1099 and give her Blossom, and she can
That's
start maximizing. Because I think her stats are pretty good, right?
They're pretty decent.
Yeah, but she's got a lot of growing room.
Yeah, and 10 levels to do it in. So let's get going.
But who gets Paragon?
That's right. It's Makalov. No, but seriously.
I don't know.
Janeth or Ulki would be my.
What's I was going to say?
Not Janeth because he doesn't have a ring. Ulki does.
Is anyone at the bottom that you're not using currently?
Bastion.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, could put it on Joffrey.
Yeah.
Before you put it on, see how many people you can take to the next map.
We'll figure
What's in the
out.
shop though? Have we sold the statue fragment?
Yeah, that's on the list of things.
I mean, yeah, let's take care of that real quick, but I'm not going to do whatever until I know who I am and am not bringing to this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also have gems, so you got plenty of money.
We sold the Queen-specific Mercy Kill
Yes.
Good.
ability
Mercy
because...
skill, you mean?
Yes. Because it is...
Why? Why?
Hello.
Yes, you take that. You always take that.
Yoink. Just.
It's so fucking cheap.
Who do you put that on? Well, let's see the map first.
Alright, I need to peep something real quick. Yeah. Interesting.
BRB. We should. Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Oh.
Yeah.
I believe Izuka does show up in Path of Radiance.
Yes, he does. He's at the place that was holding the princess, the tower, and
Yeah,
then he
he's
went
at
in the
that
basement and found all the feral ones.
Arise, my creations.
You get 18... What?
We can bring yes units.
There's no way they gave you this many units in hard mode, or normal mode, whatever.
Well. Ba 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 ba.
You extremely do not need to bring those 3 along.
Why not?
I mean, alright, go for it.
I feel like they're going to be liabilities more than anything else, but you can if you
They
want.
can shove people, it'll be fine.
That's true. They are shove bots. But
So
first,
normal or higher, you get 12. Yeah, that makes much more sense.
All right.
thinking of killing the side stream?
Yeah, like weirdly
Go for
enough, as soon as we are back in the game engine, I started dropping frames again.
What?
Don't worry about it. Just do what you gotta do.
And yeah, from the chat, there are a lot of reasons Tormod could have come back. Dreams question mark is probably the least interesting of them. The ultimate throwing knife. Good. I should certainly hope it could be used on distant enemies too. Be a pretty shitty throwing knife if stillness. Oh, it's silencer. No, it isn't. Wait, what?
So, somebody mentioned this earlier. There is a enemy like aggro index, for lack of a better term. Shade lowers it by 10. Taunt raises it by 10. Apparently, stillness lowers it by 99.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You can't see me. John Cena intensifies. And yes, lethality is indeed Bane is for suckers. Oh, holy shit, look at his stats.
Yeah.
What? Volk, what have you been eating between games?
He stopped fooling around.
Cat, tigers, cats, tigers, ravens. So we, luckily I don't need to know specifics about them, but we just know that, you know, cats are cats, tigers are tigers.
Ravens are ravens.
Ravens are ravens. Hawks are
Ravens
hawks.
are birds, hawks are birds.
Well, okay, ravens are up speed, hawks are up skill. and a
Yes.
little bit more attack, and a little bit more defense. And then there are
That's
dragons.
harder
And
ravens
there are dragons.
as tigers are to hawks. And then there are dragons, which are just knights. They're knights with range 2.
Yep.
Volk can almost solo this map. I can believe it.
The only thing that would happen is you'd run out of dagger uses
Yes, that's actually it. You
and
need
knife
more
uses
knife.
and everything else.
But what if you forged him? A silver wolf.
Doesn't need it. Look at this thing you won't be using.
Bum bum ba ba.
Oh, he's a summoner. Appropriate.
Pretty simple understanding of this map. Swamp.
Swamp.
I feel like you've done this map before, newbie. In a game that might have ended in 2. Or guided.
I feel like you've done this map before in this game, but that's neither here nor there. Oh yeah! Volk can enemy phase. Well, not with stillness on, he can't, but you know.
I think enemies will still go for him if they can kill him. And that's the only time they overlook stillness.
There are also probably some enemies that are set to do it.
Well, yes, but very, very, very few.
So we have a Paragon to assign, we have a bird foe to hand
Yeah,
out.
enemies will attack him if he's the only one in range, I believe.
Alright, her gear setup looks good. We could give her bird foe if we care to, but
I don't know if she has the room.
oh, that's true.
Blossom took a lot of stuff.
And yeah, if somebody can have the Basilard, they can hand it off to Volk as soon as he gets online.
That's right. We put it away so that we can give it to
Heather.
any other person that needs it. For all intents and purposes, he's fine.
Who?
Braum. Like, that pole axe is about to break, but whatever, he has a steel
Yeah.
axe afterwards.
He'll deal. He's just fine.
I now remember where that silver blade came from.
Was it traded off of somebody?
Marcia. Because I think I was going to trade it to the queen.
I guess she could use one. I'm not really clear that she needs it.
It was because at the end of the map, she had gotten to such a high level with Blossom that we didn't want her to kill anymore, to just move.
Ah, right. But instead, I think she poked Valtome and let Marcia take it anyway.
Yeah. Sure. If you're gonna heal.
Yeah, there's no reason he shouldn't.
Basilard doesn't exist. Unless it's in the storage.
It's in your convoy.
Ah.
We already have it. We have a Basilard. There's a reason I suggested it.
And if it's not in your convoy, it's in the inventory of another thief.
Yes.
But I think we saw it in the inventory.
I saw it in the convoy when he was leafing through.
Yes.
18 people on this map. Ridiculous.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird change to make, to be honest.
You might as well take the steel dagger as well, in case he needs to just destroy smaller things.
Yeah, whatever. You can have both.
Just cart them around.
Take them all. Why
Nope,
not?
Basilard stays in the pocket.
He doesn't need it.
Whomst of. Whomst.
So, here's Hetzel, and the final senator. It turns out it was Oliver. A good question, incidentally. Whomst.
And there's Stefan, as well as established on that map.
Yep.
And this is the rando who I keep forgetting his name because he showed up for 5 seconds.
Gareth?
Gareth, yes. There he is, tied by Grail.
I can't fault you for forgetting who Gareth is.
Same. And a man of mysterious and indistinct origins.
So, I'm going to point something out here. I'm just going to go, alright, let's look at all these characters here. Let's look at all the characters here. When we want to talk about things that stood out to me immediately. All the characters here. Alright. All the characters here. Yep, okay. Here. 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 Maybe, but it's more blackish. Nope. Well, some of these are grayed out, so I can't tell 100%. Let me see if I hit that.
I'm not certain I'm
Okay.
following, to be honest.
I mean, we'll get there. Alright. Hello, Bertram.
Yeah.
Hello, Bertram. And going
Bertram.
down this one. And hello, Renning. Renning and Bertram. The only two characters with a green mustache.
Okay.
As our cloaked man also had a green mustache. Bertram, who I fucking killed. But apparently, this means nothing. Renning, who's fucking dead. But apparently, this means nothing. Is that right, Oliver?
Look, Oliver tried being dead, and he didn't like it, so he stopped. I don't see what your issue is. In fact, wait, no, I'm curious. What does Oliver's entry say? I have to know now.
Didn't you kill Bert with Jill? Probably. Jill killed a lot of people.
Game. You explicitly pointed out that it was a... You know what? Fuck it.
Anyway,
Who had the most kills for you in the previous game? Was it Ike?
probably.
Yeah, I forget.
Quota being what it is.
I do remember sharing mine.
Oh,
I think I
wait,
have the picture
shit.
around here somewhere. What's up? Did you not hand... Oh, you did not hand Birdfoe to somebody, did you?
Can't do that here.
Can't wait to see what it is. Back to the base for a third time.
Birdfoe. It's
How
a
much
video
does
link.
Bertfoe use?
I have
Well-
no idea. We can find out in a second.
It's 15.
Yeah. You could give him Paragon. That's actually not a bad idea.
Who?
Kieran. He's only
What
level
level is
7.
Instead of Marcia, who's level 5.
She also has Paragon. You have 2 Paragons.
Yeah, it's on somebody else.
Really? I thought it was in your list
Yeah,
of stuff.
you
Oh.
removed it and stuck it in your inventory as far as...
never mind. I'll bet he gets there easily without the Paragon.
Listen, he just rams the level cap. It's fine.
You know what?
Yeah, then we can take his Paragon and give it to somebody else. Like Bastion.
Bertho.
Yeah. And then I think the last thing I was going to suggest is boosting the Queen's experience to 99 if she's not already there.
I think
Just
she's like 48 or something.
Yeah, well, she has Blossom. That's the only reason I was
Yes,
going
yes,
to
I
suggest it.
understand.
Braum hates birds. They keep getting in his fields. Well, a lot of the time, yeah, a lot of the times farmers are A-okay with people with birds in their fields because that means that there's getting stuff moved around, but it matters on the type of birds. That's why you have a scarecrow.
Alright, this time, forward real.
For realsies?
This time for sure.
Oh, there's Volt. Okay.
Yeah, he's just south of the starting positions.
And you said Bastion can talk to him?
Bastion
Well,
or the Queen.
hypothesis. Pick your poison.
So many other gurus.
Never before seen this many you'll use.
I'm still reeling over the game giving you 18 people on this map. I remember being very strapped for units at this point. And only having 12 is rough.
Well, good news, we're pretty much only going to use 12 units.
Seems about right.
Well, let's pull up the average stats for... Oh boy.
Doesn't get mentioned, but Volk's chess fee still exists.
Yes! Good.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
What crunch?
No. Your knight murdering that person.
You might want to pause and restart, or that might just be drop frames.
No, I did.
The Blossom pair over here. Or not Blossom.
Paragon.
Paragon.
The Paragon?
Ah.
My work here is done.
No, it isn't.
You're
There's
right.
many
But you
more.
didn't do anything.
Didn't I? Does anyone else want to trade seats with me? Still using that toothpick, I see.
It's
Always.
too funny not to.
Yeah. Speaking of.
Hey, there
Yep.
we go. Nothing will break this armor.
Yeah, I was lying earlier. His defense cap is 36, so he did get there. For Gatry. I just wanted to see what happened if you thought it went to 40. Dead. 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 So much death. Just gone.
I really do feel like that there isn't a good balance of difficulty in this game, unfortunately.
No, there really isn't.
It's too big of a hike between this one and normal mode.
Queen. Queen, please. Why do you start so far back?
Sporting chance.
So she can have Racing sing to her. Or she can just go murder this cat. Hello and goodbye.
Queen, you only attack once. I only need to hit once. What speed?
We're gonna need to put her in danger's way.
She will kill a lot of things on this map by herself.
Queen, I see how far your cap goes up for speed.
Oh, she'll get there.
Will she? She has 9 levels.
She'll get there. Oh no, if only you had a multitude of people who could push.
If only we had brought spares.
A bunch of cats just to kind of sit around and, you know,
The Shove Squad.
be here. Joffrey is also here. I keep forgetting about that.
He's not the Shove Squad, but he can pretend. Well, no, he can't pretend to be. He's on a horse. Damn.
Man.
Hey, it's okay. She'll get a level just for setting up. This is also a decent opportunity to see more than one hit of Astra.
Yep, it's true.
Are you a wizard?
Called it.
Sure.
Alright, folks, that's it for me. Good night. Leave it on a high note.
Lucia, please.
If we're talking about games where the hard mode is like the most fair, I guess, FE9, the American hard mode version of it,
It's
I think
just
that's
normal.
about. I think it's actually just a solid thing. There's a lot of dudes, and you do have to work for what you're doing, but it's balanced.
Well, in addition to that, it's also the mode that was labeled normal in the original release of FE9.
What if I just move over here?
Yes, she'll win. You might want to save state before you do it, but
He's no coward. Also, it's the first turn or whatever.
it's the dragon I'm worried about.
She can take him.
Also, I'm extremely a coward. Are you kidding?
Considering the dragon can attack from 2 spaces away, yes.
If only we could ensure that Queen Alencia.
FE9 hard mode is in fact hard mode in Japan.
Is it?
Yes, FE9 just had easy added on for the American
Oh,
version.
right. It wasn't a shift down. It was. Wait, what?
I think I remember asking this, and yes.
That's why you can't do transfer stats. And,
Right, because if you're or if you're on easy, because then the game will break.
Yep. Yeah, they're
Oh, right. You had
mode.
Lagouge gems on the previous map, and we used them all up.
Whatever.
Stones?
Yes.
Careful. There's an opening in your line.
Oh, fuck.
You've got a Khalil. She can fill it.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell where that shit ends on this map.
It does. Oh, wait. Before you end turn, we got to look at his averages, his growths.
Mhm.
Volk's, level 13, so that's not much room, but his growths are 50% HP, 50% strength, 5% magic, 60% skill, 65% speed, 20% luck, 45% defense, 15% resistance. I mean, he starts close to almost all of his caps, except for luck and magic. Weirdly enough, his luck cap is only 25, which is lower than everybody else.
Had to give up something.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, this fixed with what Volk did in the previous game, which was, I am left side McGee. Is it strength, skill, and speed, and most of the time HP? Yes, I will do something.
The Iron Swords aren't related to skipping the tutorial, because didn't I get the Iron Swords?
I think that's actually just due to some error.
There is some element of random chance, I think. But it is a strictly North American bug.
And
Like
it's
four.
great. Sure.
You know.
What
Dead.
if the queen just cleared out this whole left side?
Agreed.
She might gain a level off of it.
I think she's getting about a fifth of a level per kill.
Yeah, she's getting a little bit more than I expected, so 21's enough that she'll get a level. She should clear most of these birds.
I need fan art of Ike drawn with Xenos' golf bag, sword,
Full
sheath.
of iron swords.
But yeah, it's all iron swords.
Oh, Lord.
What if he used the 7 iron? Maybe I should use the 9 iron. No, 7 iron.
I feel like the thing that isn't immediately obvious for people that have just only seen that model is that when he goes to draw a sword, it spins.
It spins. Also, Crumb, don't be absurd. Ike would absolutely use a 4 iron.
Big fan of the 7 myself. It's a good, right where I need it range.
I suppose that's fair, but he brings 4 iron swords, therefore 4 iron. That's how this works.
See, there you go, newbie. Fixing problems.
Well, that did a thing.
I think she just capped her luck.
I don't even remember what her first level was.
And Chad is booing me, so my work here is done.
I think she gained like HP, strength, skill, something. Probably luck.
Rip. Not like it was particularly
Oh, there
necessary.
might be a minimum experience here, because she's still getting like 20 experience.
Still waiting on that dragon to move. These turns take forever.
Ah.
Hey, guess what he does every turn? He is a summoner after all. Alright, yeah, you did the exact same thing I was thinking of. Can she just kill that dragon? No.
It's fine.
Well, actually, there's a good chance she does, because she might proc...
She might stun. Yeah.
She might proc stun.
Go for it.
Oh, I love this. Yes.
The dragon has a no chance to hit her.
Which means it's going to hit her.
Absolutely.
You live today, dragon.
That's fine. More experience for her. Marginally, but more.
Man, you really roughed up your sword there. It's really running out of uses.
Oh, Amity.
Whoever designed this game and gave that to her.
Is there
Thank you.
anything to
But at the
find
same
on this
time,
map?
I will look that up now. There are a couple things to find.
Khalil. I got a job for you in like a turn.
Okay, so looking at the map. So about 4 spaces in front of Khalil is the one hidden item worth getting.
What is it?
And it's an Ashera icon.
That is
That's
worth
not
getting.
nothing. Yeah.
There's some Alevi grass around as well, but
Yeah, if
whatever.
you find it, whatever. But if you don't, also whatever.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
By God.
What a setup.
Yes.
Also, we get to hear his music.
Well, the chat does. We don't.
I have it on.
I've attempted to go down that path before of having the audio on when I'm a commentator. That is the road of madness.
No bueno, yeah.
It isn't that bad when you get used to it.
Does that mean if I put a reverb filter on my voice, it'll be alright?
Yes, but you have to understand, more especially for Jesus, for me, like I have difficulty listening to somebody and processing thoughts at the same time.
Alright.
It also, if you are talking enough, you're going to hear yourself in the background, and you start to modulate your voice based on what you're hearing. This happens a lot when people are doing things in stadiums, like people giving the national anthem or something. They have to do it a couple times before they do it officially, because otherwise they start to mess up and slur their words. They actually start to sound drunk because of what they're hearing.
Well,
You in the audience figure out who I'm actually using from this squad.
Not many.
that's right, it's Makalov.
Damn, I forgot to deploy Makalov.
Yep. Also, I don't think he's on this squad.
Oh no, he's in the back. He
Oh, is he?
and Astrid are both sitting on the bench. They know what they did.
She
What's
knows
your
what she
defense
did.
like?
It's okay.
See, I just wanted to pull kills away from the queen. Yeah.
Yeah. She'll be alright.
She's got work to do. I can't take her work. I'm nice.
Good job.
So we have Team the Queen, that is composed of the Queen. We have Team Blossom, and also Tornado's here. And then we have Team, we're gonna slowly walk across the swamp.
Team, I'm going to walk at you, even if you're still there when I arrive.
Yeah, who wants to kill that dragon?
Is it the queen?
It's Braum. Braum has to kill.
Dragon slaying. The most noblest of endeavor for a knight.
Yeah, that's true. It's got some historical precedent.
Everyone else needs legendary weapons to even scratch the thing. Braum. I mean, I got this toothpick axe in my inventory. I might as well just huck it at it. Oh, look, it worked.
Well do I remember the legends of Saint Braum and the dragon.
I think I can only trade with one person, so that's not even worth doing. Oh, I could have used the Olivia grass. Oh well.
It's extremely whatever, man.
Randolph is here for backup. Also Volk. Wait, who has my daggers?
Kaiser.
Kaiser.
Is the Sleddo good? I can't remember. Yes, the Sleddo is...
Yes, it's very good.
Yes. The card is the bad one.
Yes.
Well, bad-ish.
It's not great.
It's not great. It's not like bad, but it's not good.
It has a crit rate and a decent hit chance.
And that's about all.
Oh yeah, Bastion's here.
We'll send Bastion down the right side to take care of dragons.
He can also be there for healing duties.
Oh boy!
What's up?
Well, that's almost a restart.
Kick!
It's fine. We're
Look
fine.
at how fine she is.
We're fine. Hey.
Look
I
how fine.
now ask the question of, are enemies going to spawn behind me? Because maybe we just don't move them.
I don't remember.
Search your feelings.
These boys just move so fast.
Yes. The fast attackers are a
I
threat.
appreciate you say these boys move so fast, and on my screen, it's as you have your general slowly walk across the screen to hit something.
The timing was fortuitous, really.
Well, it's a rewarp staff. It clearly only lets you go back somewhere.
Yeah. It lets you go back to any place you've
Are
already
you gonna
been.
make this joke every week?
Every
What
week.
the fucking rewarp? That's what rewarp does, and I'm really pissed that they just called warp
A
rewarp.
random. Yeah.
It's not
Oh,
They should have
word.
called it pre-warp instead. I would have been all okay for that.
All right, you ready for my move?
Can't wait.
Can't believe it worked.
I'm nice.
Yeah, so as stated in the chat, the only reinforcements are going to come on next to where Azuka is.
Yeah. He summons them next to him.
4 cardinal directions.
The cardinal direction of Rome is, of course, their leader.
Nope.
That's how that works, right?
You're reaching, bud. She'll crit.
Chill impale.
That's like critting.
She can't impale at range.
Chill impale. What if she impaled? Like, would you shit?
It would certainly be a surprise.
I think it
because
would have been that moment of just pause,
Good
get
night.
up, leave,
Yup.
come back a few minutes later
Yeah.
after I yell down the hallway, fuck this game, alright? I'm done with it.
That would definitely have been a crumb leaves moment.
They don't pop up that often. They pop up just enough.
But they're really funny when they do, is the important thing.
It's really annoying that it keeps popping up with Heather.
It's so good.
Like, I used to like Heather.
Why are
I
you
hate
like
her
this?
What could be the matter?
Whatever. She's got 4 stats in the 30s. She doesn't care.
Yeah, she'll be right.
Dragon? Oh no, she'll get the dragon later. She's gonna kill off all these cats.
She's in range of her support partner.
Yep. Well,
Nice.
Good.
That's actually a lot of incoming damage.
yep. It's a bit of a pity she
But
can't.
if I just put her here, that only
Yeah.
walks. It's only one. For that one damage. Does that adds up? Alright, everyone. You were hooting and hollering about him.
It's done.
Pick your poison. God.
No lethality.
You hate to see it. Oh, hey, he even has unique animations.
He's
Yes.
a different class, I would expect it.
I guess so, but there are some classes. Like, for example, the Thieves and Swordmasters share their end of battle animation. And I think they're, dodge? I could be wrong on that second one, though. Wait, 40% crit with a steel dagger? What?
He has a passive, massive crit boost. Pretty much the same deal that Swordmasters and the like have.
That's right. Knife Master.
25.
Plus his sky-high crit rate that he has from
His
his
massive
luck, or his
skill. We did it this way because, no.
Hey, look, she can transform.
Probably should. Just for safety's sake.
And, they stay here. They form the wall.
I have never actually seen her transform before.
Well, now you have. Surprising no one, it looks pretty similar to Letty's.
Being as their twins? Or
But-
at the very least sisters, but I
But,
think
like,
They're twins.
She has the same, like, scarf thing.
yeah,
whatever
she
you
has the
wanna call
bell and scarf look.
I did not remember they were twins until this playthrough when she pointed out, like, yeah, she's my older twin sister. It's like, all right, whatever.
So, now that we're on this map, and there are a solid number of people in here, now is as good as the time to mention, I'm aware of how long and the format of the final chapter of this game. In that, Endgame is the next chapter, but Endgame is split into 5 maps. I would not want to actually split up Endgame mechanic or like stream wise because it feels like it is a solid, you know, here's where it starts, this is the end. They probably intend for you to stop at some holy shit at some point, but you know. So there's really only one solution to that, and that's to do the entirety of Endgame in one session.
Endgame Thon.
The problem there is I generally start streaming at 7 p.m. EST.
And thus.
And there's not enough time. Solution to that.
What if you don't start streaming at 7 p.m. EST?
So next week, next Friday, the stream time is going to be 4 p.m. EST. And we go until Endgame is done.
No sleep till finale.
I have suggested, and we'll see if it happens or not, that at some point attack animations might go off for a bit, just to keep things going.
Just for expediency's sake.
It has been a while since I've done a marathon. Like, I've done the 6-hour streams, but like, I don't know if that crosses over into marathon-esque time, but anyway, yeah. So next week, 4 p.m. EST, will be the start of Endgame. That gives me 6, 8, 10, 12, 2 maybe. In the morning we wrap up. We'll see.
So,
Marcia will never get strength.
nope.
I'll take that level, though.
It was an alright level, yeah. Damn it. That dragon's
So-
fucking blocking Kyron. So nobody's
But
going
it's
for
going to
Kyron.
her, so it's still okay.
Yeah, but she's burning that silver great lance.
Oh, whatever. You can buy more of those.
I could just buy more.
They're not a limited quantity.
94 experience on level. Hello.
The level itself is...
I don't understand the statement of you'd be up for at least 6 hours. Somebody in chat was saying.
I suspect what it means is it will be at least 6 hours. At least that's how I'm
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going off of, like, how long these maps have been taking. Alright, so she's probably at HP cap. And possibly even speed cap at this point.
I think she's hit a couple caps.
Nobody goes for the queen.
They can't get to her. They were one space away from being able to strike.
Oh, I think they were able to before, but it had to be in that space where the cat is. Well. What's Marcia's strength growth?
Heck if I know.
Real bad.
Okay.
It's intentionally poor, though.
Yeah, we'll forward her a spear.
30%. But the thing is, she caps a lot of other things quickly, so you just BXP up her strength.
If we have levels left to give her.
True. We'll see.
Oh boy, she won't kill this one.
Still leveled.
That's gotta be cap resistance too.
Or close to it.
Oh, you didn't want to fight Braum?
I can't
And
imagine
the
why.
first turn that enemies are spawned in, they can't fight. Alright. Goodbye.
You gotta keep moving forward. You know, not moving a space each turn. You know?
Ain't nothing gonna break your stride.
But yeah, I'll tweet some stuff out about that. Keep that fresh in everyone's mind.
Watch this space for quite a lot of Fire Emblem. Just 2 hours.
Just 2 hours. I mean, so the funny thing is, Crumb, I pitched this idea to Crumb, and he said, oh, well, I don't get off work till 4:30. I'm like, alright, it's fine, because by the time we get through the story for the start of Endgame, you'll show up for me agonizingly deciding who I bring to Endgame.
You're not wrong.
If you haven't already, could we get a look at Marcia's stats here?
Speed and defense.
And HP. Okay.
Yeah, luck is pretty far off. Skill's pretty far off. 4 points, probably. And
You could, if you're bringing her to endgame, you could easily give her 4 or 5 BXP levels, and that would ram most of her caps.
yeah. Resistance is probably like... Resistance
Pretty
is
high.
definitely lower than skill.
Do you want? I have her caps here. Do you want to know what they are?
Nah, I like guessing. I'm gonna guess it's like 33.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she takes a break for probably the rest of the map. She goes kill these two, and
You can give those to Kieran.
Oh,
All of those go to Kieran, or the Queen.
yes, that's what I like to hear.
Do you think the Queen could rush in and live? She could probably go to the middle platform if she wanted to, but she's cleaning up these cats to the south. Zoom! Racing!
There's still a dragon over there. Whatever. Lucia and Joffrey can take care of it. It's got like none health left.
Mm-hmm.
You could just send Bastion over to take care of it if need be.
Yo. Yo.
Hello, useless stats.
Incorrect.
The strongest, Aaron. Great.
Yeah, this map is an experience like just anybody.
And you were saying these cats were gonna be useless.
No, I think I actually stopped halfway through and said they could do a lot of shoving.
Okay, so can you take a step
I think
forward?
you do.
I'm sorry, what was that, Vinay?
No, I think you did, yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe with that strength level up, if he punches, what's his face in the face, it won't break his hand.
Well, considering he might once he walks, like shows up with him in his party.
The hell are you doing here?
I thought I killed you.
I got better.
Punch. You punch.
I have seen death. It holds no mysteries to me. But beauty. Beauty.
I have to admit, he does get, like, moxie points for that introduction of saw death, didn't like it. Back.
Hey.
Alright, that's it. What's her resistance growth? I know it's high, but... 50%.
She has the highest. Edward has the lowest.
Wait, she has the highest resistance growth in the
Of
game?
the sword
Of the sword master.
Oh, sword masters. I was worried for a second.
Ed's resistance growth is bad.
Right, well.
Hey,
It could
Queen,
be
how-
worse.
How much can you do? Can you not actually get that square?
What if she shoved? What if somebody shoved her? What if Tibarn shoved her?
I don't think can Tabarn shove her.
Yes, I'm almost certain of it. You can check.
Yeah, also she has the best magic growth. Whoop-de-doo.
Okay.
And this is why Tabarn is awesome.
Can Tibarn shove her? He asked. What a silly question.
I have a plan. That's to die for.
As he conspicuously saves state.
No, not yet.
Okay. Does Kieran's horse gain crested livery on his promotion?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. I'm dumb. That's all you need to know.
Can't tell.
Alright.
No, she could have gotten there. I think it was just, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They were in the way.
Attack, attack, attack.
Oh, now you stun the dragon.
She just wanted to show you who was boss, I guess. Or possibly she was warming
Ooh,
up.
that experience. Maybe she doesn't get any more kills.
No.
Maybe she gets all the kills.
No.
Izuka's providing a fresh stream of kills.
Look, these two are already, like, going to be level 12. These three are going to be level 12 by the time they kill this entire middle. And we don't really care about anybody else. So, yeah, she goes and gets to kill everything and get Blossom levels.
Fair.
Take a step.
Yeah, and Tabarn is here in case things go south.
Braum is too large.
Well, it's mostly that Tabarn is just huge.
So, yes, Tabarn is. I'm saying Braum is too large
Yeah,
to be
but
shoved
I think
by the-
Tabarn could shove Braum.
Oh, yes, Tabarn could. Like, what's Janet? Janet is Constitution 16, Tabarn is 28. Okay.
Tabarn is gigantic.
Yeah, the other Hawks are big. Tabarn is massive.
Him big.
So yeah, the idea of Lucia on paper is the worst Swordmaster is only slightly redeemed by Earth support, but you know, the experience, RNG, etc. The thing is, Zahark is also Earth support.
Here comes the dragon.
Zahark has at least the Zahark is way more likely to have full transfer experience, though. Or full transfer bonuses.
Yes. And also has a lot more time to, you know, do things.
Well, do I remember the legend of Saint Nephany and the Dragon.
Really? Oh, this guy probably doesn't auto-kill you.
Saint Nephany and the Holy Spear.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, they got around Kyron? I need to look at what those fucking map tiles are.
Her legend began in the 12th
Cats are
century.
actually pretty good at moving around in shrubs and bushes and stuff.
Well, I tried to not give her any more levels.
Maybe we take that Silver Greatlands offer.
Never.
I just didn't think she was going to get attacked.
Ah, the old Ross special.
I love superfluous crits, don't you?
Well, for most people, yes. From Ross, no.
That seems about right.
It's Ross. I hate him.
No, I meant that level.
Oh, I understand.
No, that's also Ross, and Crumb hates him.
That's true. Ross has gained many just luck-only levels for me. I look at him and go, why do I even bother?
You see, the tigers are the tankier ones and therefore are hard to kill for most units.
Yes.
She's sitting next to her support partner. I think she's got a boost to her biorhythm, whatever it's called. Yeah, she's gonna do some damage.
She's just, gonna tear through them. Alright, let's see what she wins this time.
I'll take it.
Yes, I will absolutely take that.
Yeah, alright.
There you go.
Needs less vincibility.
Okay, the sound effect on the second hit was like way softer, so I thought he legitimately missed because I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh, I see. Nope, they're just. I actually really like the animation because they do double tap them. Oh, I can't wait.
You know what? He needed it.
Oh, come on, Kieran.
Stares at his fucking stat line. Yeah, I'm fixing my weaknesses.
God damn it.
Whenever any character has just sort of that, like, smug, smiling default profile, and they get the 1 stat level, it is, like, the perfect thing for me.
Fair enough.
Maybe the right side just backs off.
Except for
Let the queen take care of it. There's no way he doubles this thing.
Correct. Still got 40 experience.
Yeah. Ravens are many things, but they are very fast.
Yeah, I think when we were going through them, the Ravens have like 32 speed.
Now, the Hawks, you should be able to get.
You missed the Grail mission, yes. Hey, I'll take that.
I loved it so much.
I think he just capped his strength.
Jesus Lord.
Oliver the Undying.
I did tell you this mission took forever.
My lord, you must stop killing so much.
Angling for a... I was gonna say he's angling for a peerage, but I mean, I guess he's a knight. He's already a peer. Literally already a peer.
Whew, I just realized I hadn't taken a drink for like a good bit. Refreshing.
Anytime you want to proc that soul...
No, he doesn't need any more levels.
That was mostly for the health.
Goodbye! Away!
Yeah, you got too close.
Oh god, does he warp from island to island?
Yes.
Piss.
But you pushed it so that he'll be summoning people in all the way over there, so you can kind of clean up the midsection and kind of push them into a corner. So this isn't a bad thing. How long has the Hector Hard Mode channel point thing been there? Like 2 days?
Yeah, not very long.
Started it on Tuesday.
3 days?
That's right. Tuesdays.
Destiny Tuesdays.
Look, I'm still entirely too happy about that. God damn it. Is this just a joke now? Did y'all get together before the mission and have a big discussion about what the fuck you were gonna do to me?
I sure fucking hope they did. Not would own.
Thank you for the follow here in these trying times.
I mean, you're not wrong, but... And I'm with Bradway on loving Khalil's Archsage outfit, although I also just really like Khalil's sprite outfit. Well, here we are.
For what it's worth, that's not a decision I made on the amount of channel points that you could put towards the thing. That is like the default system. It's really weird.
Oh, I get it now. I think the dragons just give less experience.
Weird. That's actually extremely strange. What? Why?
I don't know, but Nephany just got a pittance of experience from killing a dragon there.
Just like Ilincia did earlier.
Yeah, and Braum here just got 50 or something from killing a tiger.
Y'all.
Really? Guys? Well, he makes a little bit more sense. He's capped some stats.
cleave this bird in twain.
Split them wide open.
Yes, Tavarch.
Brahma's Scarecrow. Where do you think the armor goes when he's not wearing it?
Yep, just straight onto a thing in a field. It means he has to do a lot of...
beat up dragon.
We must approach the dragon very carefully. Stay out of his effective range. Oh,
Are you approaching me? Joke goes here.
make sure you're healed.
That recover, or excuse me, that restore animation. I've seen that somewhere else before. I think that's like a Cure 4 in another game, or something else.
I think it's... Yes, I know what you mean. It's definitely a Curaga in something. Wait. Oh, right. Brahm's big.
Yeah. Why would you think otherwise?
Okay,
Hmm?
Well, everyone else ditches and the queen kills everything. Yeah, okay. She's still gaining 24 experience. It's just the dragons give nothing.
Huh. Well, there we have it, I guess.
Weird. Very weird.
So I did see the hit chance and the amount of damage that those tigers are doing.
And?
Just dropping a safe state.
Just enough to be terrifying.
Just enough that if I get enough bad rolls, that's an end of the map right there. By the way, this is what I wasn't kidding about them just being the same fucking model. Like,
Yes.
There's a very slight difference in coloration, and that's it.
I think they
Which
might have
makes
different
sense.
colored scarves, but...
Tiger.
oh yeah, I guess you could just get a swing in. Actually, how many caps? Only 2. He might cap something
Well,
else.
tiger on the way out.
Yeah. Kill tiger. Leave.
Take a kill for coming in.
They still get fucking full levels. It's wild.
Yeah. Even on normal mode, you get an
Disagree.
absolute massive amount of experience on this map. I think I got Alencia level like 18, 19 on this one when I did it.
Oh, shit. Does she still have a spear on? No, I de-equipped her spear.
It's extremely whatever.
Oh no. None chance.
There's no chance they could hurt Nethany. She's not wearing pants. She's listened to Marth.
Marth, you magnificent bastard, I read your book.
I forget who it was, but somebody did that.
The no pants thing or reading their book?
The, I want to say it was the... Alright, have you seen the meme, like, 2-frame gif of the guy taking off his pants?
No.
It's like the tearaway pants.
Yes.
I have not.
Yeah.
But sounds pretty funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
They did that for Marth.
For Marth. Of, like,
Very.
it's the remake Marth, and then he does the whole thing where he takes
Oh,
the
yeah,
pants
yeah,
off,
yeah, yeah.
and
I
then
saw that
it's...
comic and
Yeah, it's FE1 Marth.
Yup.
Also known as Correct Marth.
Because he has miracle sword horse shit shenanigans.
Legitimately, I don't think I've actually weighed in on that. I don't care for what Nintendo's doing, to an extent, in that they are making archival of video game stuff like harder.
Mm-hmm. Not a fan there, no.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to pause for this. But
Everything but speed.
I'm torn because Shadow Dragon finally being available. Really? Oh, it's Janeth or Ulki. Shadow Dragon being available is good.
Yeah, just Shadow Dragon being available at all is frankly very nice.
The reason why I don't think it can go to the Nintendo Online stuff is because it's there's so much more to it with the fast forward and the rewind and what have you. Or the rewind's there in the Nintendo Online stuff, but the fast forward isn't. And it's selective fast forward. You can fast forward enemy turns.
Yeah, you can just hold down.
Well, I
the
gotta
time.
go.
Well, we're seeing the death of a unit right now.
He's capped strength.
Lord Almighty, I love this so much. It's so stupid.
Yeah, and the limited run shit that they're doing is also really shitty.
That's what bothers me the most.
It's one of those things of, it's a thing that Nintendo does that is actually a really shitty practice that people let them get away with because they're Nintendo. So, the general strategy for this map, for finishing it, seems to be you need to get, like, a person on each island. So that when Ulk runs away...
Ulk? Izuka?
Izuka. Sorry, yeah, my brain broke there.
The game actually hands you the tools you need to beat it. It's the Queen and Tabarn. One of them clears one of the enemies, one of the guys out of the way. The other one rushes in and kills him. He's not particularly sturdy.
Being a wizard and all.
There's also a limit to his rework step. You're not wrong.
Yes.
But anyway, that's my general opinion on the thing. While I hate everything surrounding it, I am happy that more people are going to get to experience FE1, and I literally just put out the notice of, this is actually a really fucking good game once you get
please
past
play FE1.
once you get past the inventory system.
Yeah.
The inventory system is fucking awful, but if you can get past that and deal with it, it's really good.
Yes.
Oh,
Just remember to
that's
use your
why.
mega elixirs for the love of God.
Actually, can you go back to her for a second, please? Her stats.
Oh, the dragons are a low level.
That'd do it.
Yeah, the dragons are level 14 when, like, the cats are, like, level 22 and shit.
Yeah, okay.
That'll do.
What's up?
I was just curious how close she was. Yeah, so her strength and defense, they're getting there. She's also in that maybe I should start using BXP on her range.
Oh, everybody is at this point. Because I'm using, like, half of the crew over here.
Yeah. By the way, for the people who have been curious why several of us have been freaking out that the Queen here keeps missing her speed growth, her speed growth is 70%,
And she's rolling it twice.
and she has Blossom, and she's missing it.
It's incredible.
Yes, take it as another just discussion happening in the chat here. Take it as somebody who's played it recently. There's none text in FE1. There, when I started playing through Book 1, FE3, it was a lot of, wait, is that what was fucking supposed to be happening?
Yeah, there was a because they rammed the storage cap on the NES cartridge so hard, they had none room for expository text.
Before you kill here, can you use Volk again so we can see his perhaps special move going off?
Just
Sure,
because you
we-
asked.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's fair.
Is that it?
Oh, I can't wait.
Was
I
that
mean,
it?
it was super cool, but it's not his special move going off.
I mean, that's just a whisper crit as well.
Yeah, if one of the things that they didn't fucking reveal in that trailer is that they fixed the inventory system, I will actually, like, just die on the spot. Because then it's flat out, like, that's going to be one of my favorite Fire Emblems, is that version
Yes.
of FE1.
That would simultaneously make me happier and madder, because it means they'd be locking the good version of FE1 behind their bullshit.
It's it.
Dang.
Wah!
Everybody gets a level.
Wait for it.
That's not bad.
If Jeff dinged everything, I would just have
He got
to start
resistance, so the joke stays true.
fixing his problems.
If I remember right, Jeff's growths are fairly balanced. He's not bad, it's just he comes at such a high level, and you think, I can't use him because he's so high leveled. But then you kind of really look at it and go, he's pretty good.
Alright, Keely, let's get you across this.
Yeah, his low is, like, he's got a bunch of really good growth. His speed is oddly low, though. I adore the hawks are just like, hey, what's up?
And then we sing you, and you're on the island. And we leave you in the grass, because I'm pretty sure you're in range of that cat.
Maybe. The cats have surprisingly high range.
Yeah. That's plain. These are roots. Yeah, so when that cat went a fucking round and went for Tornado, it went through the swamp.
Cats don't give a shit.
When the cats do only have one movement in the swamp. That's wild.
That is really weird, yeah.
Well, they had... Okay, I should clarify that. They have limited movement enough that they can only walk one step into swamp. But, like, say... okay, that's 2 tiles of swamp, so they can't go that way. But yeah, I guess they had enough movement to walk this way, go into the swamp, and walk past. Anywho.
Yeah, they had enough movement to walk this way.
Oh, this is also good, because I'll end their turns over there next to each other, because they're actually still not at A rank. Marcia and Kyron.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right, they weren't.
I, too, am mad about ads on Twitch. There's no reason to yell about them in chat.
Hey, is there a Radiant on character whose name ends in a way that rhymes or just sounds similar to Archimedes?
Strangely, I don't think there is.
There might be a boss that we've, like a one-off boss somewhere.
Yeah,
that
not a
does.
major character, not a recruitable one, I think. Well, I assume it at least needs to rhyme.
Peleus, if you pronounce it wrong, is a good answer to that question.
I mean, in fairness, anything if you pronounce it sufficiently wrong. They're going for it.
The Prince, sir, not appearing in the rest of this game. Well, the good news is after this turn, you're going to have the vast majority of the enemies that were just on the map at the beginning down. And it'll just be the reinforcements you're dealing with.
Hold up. Oh, Brom's gotta get over there. Brom and his tiny sword. You know, I gave Blossom to Brom, and then I think just ended up using swords the entire map. Not Blossom. Discipline.
You've
Swamp's
gotten a lot of
cursed.
those. Like, a lot.
Swamp's cursed.
Oh, because he doesn't have a fucking lance. Never mind.
He has a javelin.
I'm not training up with just a javelin. Let mages use knives.
I want it so... Khalil, what are you doing?
Any strength after 20 for her is useless. It does nothing.
That's not
Which
true.
is
It
why
does
they should
one-
be able to use knives.
It does one very stupid thing.
Which is?
It powers up them giving somebody the stick.
That is true, yes. You got me.
Like I said, it doesn't do a relevant thing, but it does a thing.
Careful about those birds over there.
What birds?
Bird, single bird.
This bird?
Yes, that bird.
That bird that's not going to kill anyone?
Well, if it's in range of the prince, is what racing is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that prince. I mean, possibly Peleus would have died to it as well, but...
Peleus would have been fine.
How much damage can one bird do? 28 times 2.
Let's find out.
21 times. He live!
Can I see his skills list for a second?
That's it.
Okay, he doesn't have... My bad. I thought he had, miss skill from last game.
At that revelation, I'm going to make a save before I do this dumb thing. I mean, I guess I could just kill him with the king, but I feel pretty confident that this is going to be fine. Dang. Do they have less movement than the king? Probably. Yeah, king has 10 move. That's fine.
They only have 9, although only belongs in just the biggest air quotes imaginable.
Oh, it's fine, because she can kill the hawk. Yeah, alright, this is extremely fine. I was worrying about nothing. I mean, there's another threat of this, but I'm gonna take care of it. King can take a shot from a dragon, right?
I'm sure. I mean, I guess it depends on the dragon. I wouldn't advise him going toe-to-toe with Kurthnaga for any extended period of time.
He'd be fine.
And I guess Nasiris are not appearing in this game.
There we go. Problem solved.
Right, problem solved. Okay, sorry. I heard Braum solved, and I'm like, well...
Braum solved! I have solved the world solution for Braum.
You've solved the riddle of Braum.
See, the thing is, Tabarn was scared of exactly one dragon.
It's true. And that's Dig and Say, I believe.
Yes.
Which, I mean, fair.
Everyone gets a level.
That means you got to get one on your assassin.
Give mages knives.
Give mages knives.
You got resistance, too.
Welcome to the Crimean Army, where the mages also lift.
Why do you think Ike made fun of,
Tormod?
what's his face? Yeah, Tormod.
Tormod is the buffest mage we have.
I know, but it's one of those, why don't you lift like the rest of them? But I do lift. Why don't you lift like the rest of them?
This was a good decision on the part of the enemy's AI. I just want to point that out.
Was it?
No, like the AI believed this to be the correct choice.
Oh, I see. As
Now
in,
this one I could see.
Is she gonna double?
Still
No.
wrong.
I mean, there's no way. This thing's too fast. Huh.
You doubt Khalil.
I know
Khalil
it's
has
fast,
words.
but
You doubt her power.
I thought the Ravens had like 32 speed.
And she has 32 speed. The Raven's on the map, but the ones that he's summoning come out of lower level.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Alright. Tabarn has Pavis. Pathise, or whatever. Just great shield. It's great shield.
You don't mess with the King of the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. Like, there are many games where you have people who don't live up to their, like, title and
They're hype.
their hype. He lives up to the hype.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he's like TG Sid, where it's like, yes, this person is an absolute one-man wrecking crew, you don't need anyone else, but he's pretty close.
Final Fantasy Tactics Sid is very nearly capable of soloing the entire rest of his game.
I've
If you're
seen
sensible about his equipment, yes.
I've seen the Final Fantasy Tactics to kill 24 Warriors of Light.
Excuse me? Oh, there's an Ivalice. Wait, what? He's in the Ivalice raid?
Yes.
Oh boy, that sounds not good.
I'm all for giving the Queen more and more experience, and I think we just do that by killing the boss.
Gotta get to him first.
That's alright, she can chop her way there on her own.
Problem solved.
Or Tabarn can do it, I guess. Or
Kill a dude on the way, and then sing her over and, well, first see if she could even kill the dude in one round. But I agree, I don't think you need to stay here for 25 turns slowly.
Chair.
That actually looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ah! Rough him up. 99!
Okay, so she can she do it in one round?
I don't know, you tell me.
Alright, cool. So she gets a kill on the way and gets sung to, and she gets all that fun stuff. Fantastic. And we can see if the assassin gets a level and shows off cool skill and all that great stuff.
Well, can it proc from a distance?
Don't worry about it. I was mostly making a goof to see if you could gain a level at least, because everyone gets one.
Everybody gets one. She needs a skill to kill anyway.
Yeah.
Just get some last hits in.
Laning.
Yeah, we're about to end the laning phase here.
Yep. Our agriculture ceases. I will never not phrase it.
Alencia emerges from the reeds and yells, "I have finished farming."
Yes! I love that comic so much.
Have to meet quota. Which is where that joke is originally from.
I thought that was a different comic. That's
That
a
might-
Nature's Prophet comic.
Yeah, that's Nature's Prophet.
Nature's Prophet has to make quota.
That was an original Tiger, because he got way more experience for that. That one.
Kills bird, gets sung to, kills boss.
So is our third lord, nice, in Mika going to get a unique tome that can't break and, I don't know, has 5 billion strength? I'm trying to think of how you make a tome fucked up.
Fanny. Look, I'm sorry, Fanny is absolutely busted.
It is pretty absurd. I'll say that. Yeah.
It's one of those things that you look at in hindsight and go, that might have been too good.
I mean, I
And then they
definitely.
give you a second one.
All right, here we go.
I mean, I absolutely cracked my first Fanny in half before I left part 1. Nikaya was busy killing things.
That's it. What are you talking about? I'm just arresting a fugitive.
Okay, can I spill some beans now? Because you were at this part, and this is when it would have come up if you had Peleus.
Yeah.
At this point, if Peleus attacks Azuka, Azuka says, "Hey, so you're not actually the king's son. You just look like him, close enough. I just needed someone who was close enough looking at
Well,
the king to
worth
make
it.
the queen, like, go with it."
Yeah. I needed somebody who could sell the part. Holy shit, she actually gained a speed.
So how many people can talk to Izuku? Because it feels like it's probably a billion.
It's a lot. I'm pretty sure Tabarn can talk to him. Oh god, who else can talk to him? I'm pretty sure any of the people that were holding him can talk to him. There's a lot of people that can talk to him. Oh yeah. Taraneo can probably say something.
It'll probably be like on his page of the wiki.
It's true. It probably will.
It is Tabarn, Alencia, Ranulf, Lucia, Joffrey, Bastion, Pelinus if you have him, Zehark, Volk, and Rayson.
Makes sense, huh? Yep, I can see that. So how did Newbie miss getting Peleus? This
He's
is
second loop only.
Yeah. Okay, I just have to look it up. The one for Volk is really good. Izuka, you're Volk under a new contract.
Holy shit, that owns. that is the dial swing from I am a genius to oh no, definitely.
No.
That owns so hard though. Like that is holy shit. Game, why do you pinball wildly from this writing is fantastic to this writing is terrible?
Again, there were glimmers of good plot in this game.
It really felt like they got rushed about halfway through.
Yes, in the same way the first game got rushed at the end.
Here's my favorite part, folks. We haven't even hit the stupidest hoop jumping yet. We'll get there.
Yep, I called it. It was immediately, like, I saw the green mustache, I was like, there's fucking, like, nobody in this game that has a green mustache.
So if you dig around in the files in the previous game, you can actually find a portrait, like a battle portrait, or whatever you want to call it, of Duke Renning. And if you overlay that with whatever that other guy's name was, it's an exact match. He has a mask on.
Bertram. Yeah, no, the one picture you see of Bertram, or rather of Renning, makes it very obvious once you see Bertram. If you're thinking about it, same guy.
Yeah, I didn't really know it until, because I actually had Alencia fight him, and then when he was, like, absolutely freaked out, I went, wait a minute, why would he freak out over,
and yes, that's the other big indication, is he has very special dialogue at some points. And there's another important such instance, which you are extremely unlikely to ever see.
There's a lot of stuff in this game that's just so minimal.
Fine attention to detail.
Like, again, a lot of the detail in this game with the dialogue and stuff that really frustrates me is there's some dialogue that is literally impossible to pull off. Like, the dialogue at the endgame map of Part 3.
Yes,
there's so many people there that there's no way you can get them to talk unless you, like, force people to not be able to fight each other or something like that.
Yeah, that portrait, the one on the right-hand side here, is the one I was thinking of. You see it, like, once when they're setting up the war, and that's it.
That's like, yeah, chapter 3 or something, 3 or 4 or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, you see him once, and then it's, nope, never mind.
And then you see Bertram, and if you're putting 2 and 2 together, you're like, that's just running in a stupid hat.
But you could, depending on how much you've been playing the game and how rapidly, or with breaks and stuff, it could be weeks or even months.
I probably wouldn't have picked up on it with the cloak and all that if I wasn't literally looking at the fucking cork board every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, and that's why they have that board.
Holy shit. Bastion apparently has dialogue with Izuka of, if you kill me, I won't be able to help that man. And he's like, true. That would be good. And he's like, thank you for not killing me. I'm good at anatomy. I can dissect you and pry your brain for the info.
It turns out there's a reason that Alencia trusts Bastion. Because when he's not being a moron, he's actually very competent.
When he's not speaking in iambic pentameter. Run.
Yes. If he gets serious, things have gone very wrong.
He's like Olivier
Olivier, yes.
Olivier.
Yep. Or Father Kevin.
The problem is, I could see through Kevin's thing instantly. Olivier, for the longest time,
are you actually an idiot?
I know you're smarter than you're putting on, but at the same time, you're also a bit of a moron.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, it's instantly, you're up to something. Okay.
Yeah, you got some bullshit.
If Olivier wasn't in the game, then I think Kevin would hide easier, but...
Yeah. But once you're already looking
characters who are trying to pull the same, like, shtick.
Yeah. Did you agree? No. Are you a moron?
Yeah, Izuku was kidnapped. That's why he disappeared at the end of part 1. It
Yeah,
wasn't
back
that he
in
went
black.
off to go do other things. Bastion showed up and went, hey, check this out, and grabbed him. Did we need to draw the circles on the ground? Shut up.
It's called mood, Crom. God. Alternatively, the funnier answer would have been, I didn't draw any circles, those just happened.
You having
Generally
fun
speaking,
there, newbie?
I was checking something real quick.
Okay. You just stayed on that for a while just to watch him suffer.
nope, seizures.
Commence the wiggling.
Commence to England.
Problem solved. We did it.
Rayson just goes Miracle Max on him.
To be fair to what Rayson said, only in this situation would he have been able to do that by himself.
Oh yeah, the goddess being, around has turbocharged him.
Otherwise, they would have had to drag both Izuka and that guy all the way back to Gallia, where all 3 of the Herons were. Good luck with that.
Well. In 1 week. No sleep till endgame.
It will be an exciting time.